Alright, got a new build that I've been playing for about a day and a half now. It is a trickster smite build. But before you just go, meta, blah blah blah. I mean, yeah, kinda, whatever. But we've been doing some little bit of a twist on the build. Let me grab this. Toss in a map here real quick. And you can see big ES trickster things, running smite, using ephemeral edge, normal stuff. And then I go map. And I just I'm a trickster. I'm smiting, you know. Yeah, Vol Smite is pretty cool. We just kill monsters. Looks probably relatively normal, but if I'm being honest with you, the clear speed ain't doing it too much, right? I don't have very good AoE coverage. I'm leaving stragglers. It's just not the best look. The build's strong, it's very tanky. We've got some damage. But we need clear. So if I were to just just leave this map. This is the actual build.
Well, never could
Invite
stay away
to
from
party.
trades for long.
This is a smite trickster, but with a heavier emphasis on some like support power out of the trickster build to support a super strong wander mercenary while still being a fully functional build on its own. Like, I'm not purely a support character. My build works on its own. And basically, if I want to go do some really hard bosses, I can use my Doriani's prototype mercenary and boost my own damage and do super fucking high DPS. But for the most part, for mapping, I'm like half of a support for the Wander Merc, and then I take care of like the single target damage on bosses or like really tanky rares or whatever. But the mercenary is the kineticist. It right now has kinetic blast of clustering. I'm stacking a whole bunch of abyss jewels. We're trying to get some crit. I don't know what the crit chance really is, but I got this unique one that gives 200% crit chance if I stack enough murderous jewels, which I do.
I've made do with
Regular Shroud of the Lightless gives a ton of life in pen. Death Rush for adrenaline, Yoke of Suffering for the increased damage debuffs, Wrath Pith gives a ton of spell damage, Willing Whisper plus Asenath is a combo where you basically are using these two items to get the Soul Eater from the ring. And yeah, that's Mercenary. Now, if I was to put another map in, I'm going to do basically the same thing, because I still end up playing the character because me attacking mobs gets the Mercenary a little bit more responsive. Now, every time I touch a button near a pack of mobs, it just like magically explodes because the Wander Mercenary is really good at killing packs of mobs. Which isn't anything like particularly new. People figured this out like the first couple days of the league. But I wanted to do a character that was essentially like a fully functional character on its own, but also gets to take advantage of these super strong mercenaries for clear. And like Smite is pretty good because Smite's clear is fine, and the reason mine is particularly bad on its own is because I'm not invested into any clear, anything to help my clear, because I know I'm going to have the mercenary for it. So I'm just spec'd into like defense, damage, extra aura effect for the mercenary and all that. And yeah. That's basically all there is to it. The things that I am doing that differ from a regular trickster. I have two different aura wheels. I don't know if people usually get both of these. Maybe just one. I don't know. A little bit of extra aura effect. But more importantly than that, I'm using Whispers of Infinity, which again is pretty common in trickster builds right now. It's just a really good amulet. But one of the things that it allows you to do is use March of the Legion and get the Divine Blessing from March of the Legion for an extra aura. And that extra aura is going to be super high level because this is +5 to aura gems. And in here, I have a Wrath, which currently is level 20. I need a level 21 gem. But so I'm getting currently level 28 Wrath. It could be a level 29 Wrath. And again, I have a decent bit of extra aura effect. Like, I got aura effect on my chest as well. Instead of, like max res or something. Just as an example. So it's a huge flat lightning buff. And then also in there is a Vol Smite, which also gets all those level ups, and they're both linked to this empower and more duration. So we have huge amounts of flat lightning, which for me isn't like that great because ephemeral edge tricks you just get a lot of flat lightning from your weapon anyway. For the mercenary, it's fantastic. And that's kind of where the like pseudo support part comes in, right? So we're just giving the merc tons of flat. But then other things that are kind of cool about this one, like I'm not gonna go over the basic trickster CI smite whatever. It's just the cookie cutter parts of the build. But one other thing that's cool with the amulet is it's reducing your mana, which is kind of maybe would be bad, but it doesn't matter because we don't use our mana. I'm taking it a step further. I'm using a militant faith, even though I don't have that many nodes in here. I'm not getting that much devotion. I think I have like 70. Mine has LE damage and aura effect, but I'm not getting like a ton. I'm getting like 7 aura effect and 28 damage. But it's getting me the keystone to convert 80% of mana into twice as much armor. That doesn't mean I have very much armor. I have 2,000, but it's more to get rid of my mana. So my max mana right now, even though my character has a lot of int, I only have 115 mana. Tinctures work by burning percentages of your mana every second. So I have very low mana, which means the tincture isn't burning that much mana per second. And I'm using the Shav's Ring, which gives a ton of flat mana regen, which means when I press my tincture, it will stay on for a very long time. Now, right now, it actually turns off earlier than I thought it would have because of some weird server tick issues with having specifically one mana open. It's going to turn off at like 28 stacks. Once I get one more mana open with like a higher level Enlighten, like literally going from 1 to 2, it'll get up to like 40 stacks on the tincture before it turns off, which is, I think it's like 28 or 29 seconds straight of my tincture being on. Which is pretty cool. It's just another little cool side effect of using this amulet with other things that you might have already had anyway on a trickster build. But that's pretty cool. And then again, the mana doesn't matter because the amulet makes us spend ES for everything. So like, I mean, you can see my ES is going down slightly from like automated war cries and stuff. But yeah, it's been fun. The mercenary clears super well. It does like okay damage. Like I think the mercenary on single target, even without like a ton of soldier stacks, it might be doing like 1 or 2 mil, probably like 2 mil. I don't know, somewhere in that range like, of DPS. So it's not like 0 DPS added. That being said, if I want to do a boss and I switched to my Doriani's mercenary, my boss DPS probably goes up by like 5x. It's like a huge boost. So I basically get to abuse 2 of the like really OP mercenaries in one build and take full advantage of both of them depending on the situations. Essentially what I'm seeing is mapping, use the wander, like even T17s I'll probably have the wander. And then when I want to start farming like uber bosses, I can pull the Doriani's guy out so that I have really high damage on that one. But yeah, that's the build. I've been playing it again for like really just like a day of actually playing it, I would say. But it's been fun so far, and I have a lot of upgrades to farm because it's a CI trickster, so you can farm like infinite upgrades forever of crazy min-maxing. And I am looking forward to that. But for now, that's all I got. Thanks for watching. See ya.